Johnson, and welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight, we'll see the Los Angeles Lakers playing against the Miami Heat. And now we send it out to the American Airlines Arena. Kevin Harlan and the 2K Sports crew are there, and the opening tip is on the way.
We're live, the home of the Miami Heat, American Airlines Arena in downtown Miami, Florida. We've got a chance now for our starting lineups from point guard to center. This game should be a good one. One of the game changers in the NBA. We'll be watching Dwyane Wade.
And perhaps the best thing about him, Steve, is the way he takes charge down the stretch of close games. The higher the stakes, the better he plays. Looking at the Lakers, they took the win in their last game against the New York Knicks.
And they ran their offense nearly to perfection in that one. Very few possessions were wasted.
Yeah, they put the mute button on them that time. I mean, in front of a hostile crowd, they never let the fans get going. They silenced them over and over again with big, timely shots.
A lot's been made of the Heat fans in the past for walking out during the finals game where they looked to be out of it. But credit, the Miami Heat fans, Greg, with last year sticking with this team.
Yeah, and in all fairness, I would have walked out as well because I thought it was over. But with LeBron out of town, a lot of Heat fans could have jumped off the bandwagon. But you know what? They stayed with it. So although the weather is fair, the fans are not.
Oh, well said.
Thank you.
Dragic against Russell. Outside Dragic. Stoudemire attacking. Young with the steal. And here's the fast break. Russell leading the way. And the dunk by Kobe.
Easy to see who's going to win that race.
Yeah, early offense is often easy offense. Excellent work that time.
So the Heat, their last game, a win against the Raptors.
And how about the game plan that was constructed for that one? I mean, it was apparent how powerless the D was to stop it.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. I mean, they just didn't have an answer for anything they threw at him.
6 to shoot. Dragic is guarded by Bass. A three from Bosch. They get a hand on it. Dragic then kicks to Dragic. Dishes it to Stoudemire. And that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Lakers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Nick Young on the wing. Shoots. Again, the Lakers. Now, here's Dragic. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Toronto.
And also, he competed on the backboards. That also had a lot to do with the game.
Bosch kicks to Stoudemire. Banked in off the glass. Stoudemire's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, I think it's been said about 1,000 times now how Coach Spoelstra started as a video coordinator with the Heat. But he's been with the organization for so long, they are starting to become synonymous.
Here's Bass. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Ooh, quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
And it's Dragic off the drive.
Yeah, just nice strength there and then just off with the shot.
Boy, with all the contact he drew there, Greg, that would have been a heck of a bucket. He nearly got it to go.
The Heat shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
And talking about last season, this team hit just 74% of their free throws. I'm sure they were hoping for better than that.
And those aren't the kind of numbers they can afford to repeat throughout this season.
Whiteside's checked in for Stoudemire. And the second free throw, good. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Hibbert. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3. Greg, as you said, Spoelstra has been with the Heat for so long now in his 8th season. He was handpicked by Pat Riley to lead the team, and Clark kind of molded him in his image.
Yeah, and it was clear that Pat Riley believes in him and continues to believe in him. Coach Spoelstra has had very high expectations on his shoulders ever since taking over the team, and he's actually lived up to them.
They throw good, Roy Hibbert. The Lakers weren't very good at all last season, Clark, and they just didn't have any teeth in their run game.
Well, you know, they shot threes on the road well, Kevin. Top percentage in the league, as a matter of fact. Still, they just couldn't hold on to leads.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through.
Passes shot. Good.
Man up!
First quarter of play. We're about 3 minutes in.
And the Lakers would end with a road record of 9-32. That is a franchise worst for them and sums up the year they had away from Staples.
You know, they've scored several times already here in the first quarter down low. I like that.
It's like a running game in football. When you can pound the basketball inside, it also allows you to control a team's transition.
The Heat trail by 4.
You know, looking at the Lakers, a big thing for them as we get back to their road woes is they didn't win a single game on the road in their division. In a word, that's terrible.
Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Right now we're going to go to Doris Burke, who spoke with head coach Eric Spoelstra. What'd you find out, Doris?
We discussed their defensive strategy going up against Kobe Bryant. He said, well, he probably has the best footwork of any player in the game. You can't give him any room in his jump shot, but when he's got all those fakes, it's so tough. Guys, he said he knows Kobe is going to get his points. They just want to try to limit his efficiency out there. Guess we'll see how they do.
All right, Doris, thank you very much.
And one thing we know about Justice Winslow, he is great on the big stage. He was amazing in the tournament for Duke a season ago, got better and better as he helped his school capture the national championship.
With Winslow, it's all about improvement and being great on the big stage. I think he can do that, Greg. You talked about, what he did in that national championship run. Clark, he was a fantastic foundation to begin with.
Yeah, you know what? He's not got many holes in his game. Solid at the defensive end, can score a lot of ways, puts his hands on winning at both ends of the floor.
And their offense already in a flow, some stellar shooting to jump out to this league.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
That's good.
Boy, he made a nice little bounce pass there. We call that the pocket pass, and he did it well.
Here's Sacre, and another basket for the Lakers. There's 38 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. And Chalmers kicks to Haslam. The dish to Whiteside. And the layup falls. Whiteside's got 6.
Those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten in the first half here.
And I think they should continue to work the ball down low, Clark. It's really going to free up their outside shooting.
Now here's Williams. He's coming off a 10-point game against New York. And again, it's the Lakers.
Yeah, that's asking a lot from that defender.
Yeah, it certainly is. I mean, he just doesn't have the size to really be effective in that kind of matchup.
Kick it out. Poked away. Here's Sacre. Got it up. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
Nice shot there without a second to spare.
You know, as a defending team in that situation, it really irks you to give up a shot like that to close out the quarter. You know, oftentimes those end-of-quarter points can be the difference in a ball game.
And we reached the end of the first quarter. Lakers lead by 9. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break.
Tune in this Wednesday night, November 11th. Tim Duncan and the San Antonio Spurs go up against Damian Lillard and the Portland Trail Blazers. Be there.
Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start the second quarter. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Lakers.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
Another big aspect of their game tonight has been the fast break, transition opportunities. They're really keeping it up-tempo so far.
The Heat trail by 9. Well, Greg, after a run of 10 playoff trips in 11 years, the Miami Heat missing the postseason last year, they'd end up a game back of the 8th spot.
Yeah, and what's hard for the Heat, Kevin, is that they were in the playoff picture for most of the year, and as the season wore on, they slowly fell out of that top 8.
So on the floor for the Lakers to start this second quarter, Larry Nance out there with Brown. Then there's Lewis Williams. Then it's Julius Randle, and it's Clarkson in at the 1.
You know, guys, for the greater part of last season, it appeared as though the Heat were playoff bound. Even with the players they lost, most figured they would be playing postseason basketball.
And one reason why the Heat did come up short in their playoff aspirations, they were very poor against other teams in the playoffs. So only went 15-31 against teams that had made it into the postseason last year.
Boy, they couldn't hook up there on what's really a pretty basic pass.
And the Lakers with some changes. Hibbert comes in for Tariq Black, and Brandon Bass subbed in for Larry Nance. The Heat trail by 6. Johnson outside. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession.
And look here at the Heat, how they ranked in the NBA last season. 11th in field goal percentage, 13th in steals. And for blocks, interior defense, not a strong point for them. Just top 20 in the league.
Here's the screen. There's Winslow. The finger roll finish at the bucket.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. This, of course, their first chance to play Miami this season.
Yeah, and a pair of losses for them in their meetings last season. And the cold, hard truth about it, they just had a hard time beating anybody last year.
You know, Greg, those were games where you thought they could get a win. But now they need to forget about it. It's in the past, let it go, and they got to focus on the present and try to make a better run of it this time.
Well, Special K, so many records for Kobe, but one he set last season was most misses all time from the floor.
He passed the great Hondo, John Havlicek, for that title. I'm sure John doesn't mind having him pass him up for that
the
one.
Old Buckeye, you're right.
That's right, most misses. But you look at the players on that list, a who's who of NBA stars.
Here's Green, takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 points coming from inside the painted area.
And really something that the defense has to address.
And here's Kobe from the arc, and the basket good. Kobe's got 8.
And he's really one of the most heads-up defenders you'll see, too. I mean, you've got to take care of the ball when you're around him.
Winslow kicks to Johnson. On the wing, Green. Shot clock at 6. Good ball movement here by Miami. He had a nice open look right there. That's 7 points here for Justice Winslow. Lakers leading by 4. And Young kicks to Kobe. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
The Heat have gone a perfect 4 of 4 since the second quarter began. Perfect from the field. Johnson, the pass to Stoudemire. Back to Johnson. Outside, Green. That's in, coming off an assist from Johnson. Green's got 5 points in the quarter.
And you know, he's going to continue to bury those if that's how they're going to D him up.
Lakers have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Outside, Kobe. Pass. 14 feet away. Again, Los Angeles.
And a lot of teams are looking for coaches that embrace analytics and look at data-driven approaches. Coach Scott is not one of those guys. He's an old-school coach who goes with his own perception.
The Heat trail by 5. Johnson outside. Poke loose. Just 5 on the clock. And now Russell pushing it up. No one back to stop. Oh, yes!
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now.
Clark, there is a swagger out here on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
That's right.
I tell you what, I used to love to go up and jam like that.
Miami's gotten both of their three-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. And Miami calls their first time out of the game.
They've been very untidy with the ball here. You commit turnovers when you try to do too much or you force it. They need to focus on making the simple play, good passes, and moving the ball around.
And for Kobe Bryant, how difficult was last season? Starting out strong, even though the team, Greg, around him wasn't very good. But then everything, including Bryant, fell to pieces.
And when you're a competitor, the way this guy is a competitor, you can't stand to lose. So you push your body to the limit to avoid that. But what happens at age 36 when you've got the kind of miles that Kobe Bryant has, you know, you just can't go it alone. That's why Kobe lasted only 35 games. And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
And stolen by Russell. 3-on-3.
Another bucket off a turnover. They actually are really beating themselves out there.
And guys, those miscues, so detrimental. You lose the chance to score, and so often you gift points to your opponent.
You know, you go back to Kobe Bryant. He pushed himself so hard last season, though his points per game average was up. Field goal percentage was the worst of his career. Just felt he had a better chance to score than anyone else on the team, and it's real hard to argue that he was wrong about that.
Right there! 30 seconds left in the first half. And another 3 for the Lakers.
He is just tearing it up this quarter. That lead's not going anywhere while he's this hot.
The Heat trail by 14. Dragic kicks to Stoudemire. Ball's knocked loose. Kobe with the steal. Leads him in there. Sacre, good. Sacre's got 10 points in the game.
And guys, give them credit. I mean, they've taken advantage of the turnovers in the open floor.
Converting them into points is what they've done, and that's been a big factor in this game, guys.
And the shot is good. Clarkson kicks to Kobe. It'll count. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. Los Angeles on top. They lead by 14. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime. And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen. You look at Kobe Bryant in this game, I mean, he has been everywhere.
And in terms of points in that first half, you know, he's now at a point where we expect him to perform that way.
And, Greg, that tells you all you need to know about what a talent he is. I mean, I'll bet he adds a lot more to his totals after the break.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. And for Miami, look at who they've got out there. Dang and Bosch are the 3 and 4. D-Wade out there with Dragic. And it's Stoudemire in at the 5, down low. And what a tough position Luol Deng found himself in last year in a small forward swap of sorts. LeBron James goes from Miami to Cleveland. Deng goes from Cleveland to Miami. He had his choice. There was Atlanta that was in the mix there too. But putting on a show for these people.
I cannot believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. Are you kidding me?
I'll tell you what, Mama always said, if you got it, flaunt it.
Let it fly. Let it fly.
Mama said that, huh?
Whereas almost all players go through their ups and downs, Steve, that's not the case with him. He just goes about his business the same way every night.
Took him no time at all on that one. And that's now 25 points for Kobe Bryant.
Dropping bombs. How many more threes are we going to see from him tonight?
Well, we've already seen plenty. I mean, he's got more points from outside the arc than inside of it so far.
It's Dragic with the drive. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And that's got to happen if they want to have a chance to turn this thing around. I mean, he needs to just take the game over. I mean, it seems like he's been hesitant to pull the trigger.
Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. And it's Hibbert missing.
This offense's first miss after 3 straight makes to start the second half.
Wade with it, picked up by Kobe. Wade dishes to Bosh. Passes it to Stoudemire. Clock at 6. And that one is hammered home.
You know, he might be small for a center, but it doesn't really matter because he can jump out of the building.
And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
I love how he establishes his post position inside before he converts.
Well, there may be some questions for a while about D'Angelo Russell. People will guess which position he's best at in the NBA. You and I saw him firsthand playing for the Bucks. I mean, he is a terrific talent.
Yeah, he really is. I think he's an old school guard, Kevin. He can play with the ball and be effective, or he can play off the ball. He's got a really bright future. Loved watching him play and grow as a one-year college guy at Ohio State.
Now a timeout called by Miami.
And guys, one thing that stands out to me about Russell is how good he is at certain NBA plays. Very strong in the pick and roll already. Knows how to attack with contact. Great vision, and he can also shoot the basketball.
And some changes here for the Lakers. Robert Sacre, he's checked in for Hibbert. Julius Randle comes in for Brandon Bass. And it's Brown in for Jordan Clarkson. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Takes it from 10, and it's Miami with another.
You can say this just about every prospect, but I think with Russell, he'll need some time to adjust. He has the raw skill to play multiple spots on the floor, but each position has a nuance to it that he'll need some time to learn.
Dragic with it. 5 points in the game. Deng kicks to Dragic.
Who's watching him?
Got a piece of it. Feeds it to Haslam. That's in, coming off an assist from Dragic. Dragic has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. He dishes it to Kobe. And that'll be the Lakers as it goes out of bounds. Lakers retain possession.
And a look here at how the Lakers ranked in the NBA last season. 5th in fewest turnovers per game. 12th in rebounding. As for three-point shooting, not a strong point for them. Top 20 in the league. They've got room for improvement in that area.
Yeah, and the stat I look to, though, is the low turnovers. They did such a great job of limiting their mistakes, really maximizing their opportunities offensively. And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think you got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
Whiteside's checked in for Miami. Stoudemire comes in for Chris Bosh. Deng with the screen for Whiteside. Pass to Wade. He feeds it to Stoudemire. The kick out to Dragic. It's good from long range. Dragic has got his 3rd basket of the night.
And he found a perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
in the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. The pass to Randall. It's stolen by Dang. Wade with it, picked up by Kobe. And it's Wade penetrating. Tipped away. Kobe with the steal. Here's Randall. And there's a nice one-handed slam. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for Los Angeles.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ball game.
Yeah, and another thing, they've created a lot of turnovers, but they've also been able to convert when they've got down in transition.
Kobe with the steal. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. Let's take a look at last year's leading shot blockers. You don't want one of these guys in front of you when you're coming down the lane. Second is Hassan Whiteside.
He made it extremely tough for his opponents because he contested every shot and swatted away more than his fair share of.
Come get it! Woo, ball!
Wade outside. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. Julius Randle picks one up.
And he just leaves the D in the dust and explodes to the basket.
You're right. Clark, maybe a momentum changer right there, huh?
It could be, Kevin. I mean, a dunk like that can sometimes get an opponent reeling.
Chris Bosh is checked in for the Lakers. The Heat have gone 4 for 5 from the charity stripe in this one up to now.
And a great stretch of games here for Wade at the end of last a great stretch of games for Wade at the end of last season. I mean, he turned back the clock, if you will, for a while and really helped carry this Heat team.
And it's Dragic off the drive, right side, and a strong finish with two hands.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense. Good ball movement. He put that pass in the ideal spot, right where it needed to be.
The Heat trail by 14. Outside Dragic. Knocked loose. Takes the lead pass. Whiteside, good.
He's doing his best to carry him, fellas, but he can only do so much. Things would be different for them if he was getting a little more help.
And here's Young from the arc. Off target. Well, through 3/4 of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Lakers lead by 12. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter.
The NBA season gains momentum. Stephen Curry and the Golden State Warriors go on the road to battle the Memphis Grizzlies this Wednesday, 11 p.m. Eastern, 8 Pacific.
Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. Lakers leading by 12. And on the court for the Lakers to start the fourth. Russell is out there with Lou Williams. Then there's Kobe. Then it's Brandon Bass. And it's Hibbert in at the center position.
And really, he's just done a great job of finding the open man every trip down.
Boy, it sure has seemed as though he's done it every time. It's been an awesome display of passing for him today.
Goes up. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They've got to figure it out.
Stoudemire's checked in for Whiteside.
And Dwyane Wade, as we know, one of the best in the business at blocking shots from that off-guard position. Hard to think of a guard who has had as many swats as Dwyane Wade in the past couple decades. One of the best ever.
Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it didn't work. Not if it results in that shot.
Back to Bosch. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam.
Wow. Cutting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
Oh, I mean, he has got power in bunches on that two-hand.
Greg, you're talking about Wade on the blocks. Last season, he climbed up to 6th all-time in blocks, Clark, by an NBA guard.
Amazing. Actually has the most blocks of any player who is his height or shorter in NBA history. Even with his explosiveness waning, his timing and savvy allow him to still be effective blocking shots.
And the Heat call time here. Kobe Bryant really making a difference here.
They need to make some adjustments because he's absolutely scorching them.
Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Julius Randle's checked in for Hibbert. Robert Sacre comes in for Brandon Bass. Brownie's checked in for Nick Young. And it's Jordan Clarkson in for Kobe. Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Well, guys, I was able to listen in on what Eric Spoelstra was going over with his team in that last huddle. He let his players know that they've got to do a better job on defense. He said they're scoring any way they want. We've got to show some pride here. Let's make a stand defensively, get us stops, and get on a run of our own. Do they have it in them, Kevin?
4 on the clock. Here's Bosch. And it's good. Caught through contact. Hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively. Just some amazing stats put up by Chris Bosh early in his career, but having been in the shadow of LeBron and D. Wade over the past few seasons, one wonders if Bosh is now a little bit underrated. He's talented and gives you everything you want from the power forward spot. If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow just like he got there.
It's Dragic with the drive. And there's Dwyane Wade on the assist by Dragic. Dragic has got his 7th assist in the game. Well, getting back to Chris Bosh, it's always difficult to reshape your game around a superstar teammate. I mean, just ask Kevin Love last year.
You know, it's such a good point. When you think about Bosh, you know, he isn't the kind of guy who demands special attention. You know, he's not mugging for the press. He's not out there for himself. He just really lets his play speak for itself. And you won't find many bigs who are as versatile as he is. And much underrated, I think, as a pick-and-roll defender.
Amari Stoudemire, with the change of scenery last season, was bought out by the Knicks, signed with the Mavs midway through the season.
That was the best thing to happen to Stoudemire, in my opinion, Kevin. He got to play playoff basketball again, and we know that wasn't going to happen in New York.
Knocked away and stolen by Russell. And here's the fast break. Russell leading the way. Brown, good.
And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes it.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
And for Stoudemire last year, served as a backup big for the Mavs and was still as efficient as ever.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Roy Hibbert's checked in for Robert Sacre. Young comes in for Brown. And Kobe is subbed in for Jordan Clarkson.
I don't think Stoudemire will ever be what he once was, but he is a valuable big to bring off the bench for a contending team in limited minutes. Tell you what, he's not an easy guy to stop when he's got his sight on the rim.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
Did he just go chop chop there with that one hand tomahawk slam?
And that one's good. 17 points for Dwyane Wade.
He has still not missed a shot. Where would they be today without him?
On its way from Young for 2. Randle kicks to Hibbert. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
And with that basket, you'd have to think this lead is secure.
I'm almost ready to go there with you, partner. Not quite. I'm hanging around at that 98% mark, so it's just about done, but I need a little more evidence to close the book on it.
It's almost hard to believe that somebody can throw it down like that.
It's a small club, right, Greg? I mean, it's a pretty small club, that's
Very
for sure.
exclusive.
He can really rise up.
Well, I tell you, I would have preferred to see a little more resistance from the defense on that play, though, guys.
Larry Nance is checked in for the Lakers.
All right, Wade.
Knocks it loose. Dragic's the pass to Wade. That's in, coming off an assist from Dragic.
And really, the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Russell.
Good. And they're not finished just yet. They're going to make sure about this win.
Yeah, not taking any chances, Greg. This is how you close a game out. Textbook.
The offense has clearly kicked into gear. The question, though, is it just a little too late?
Yeah, I think it may be, Greg. At least they're finally showing some signs of life offensively. Too bad I think it's past the point where it'll do much good.
And you can hear the disappointment in the crowd tonight. But we saw a team that was just ready to do battle in this arena. They clearly wanted this road win.
Crystal clearly. They came in here determined to steal this game, Greg. Their effort level, I thought, was outstanding, and they just took care of business.
And Stoudemire gets it to go. Los Angeles has gone 6 of 10 from three-point range, up over 50% for the ball game. Kicks it to Nance. On the wing, Kobe. Outside, Russell. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching as Jordan presents our player of the game, Kobe Bryant.
Con el manojo lleno y vengo como un libro abierto, ansiosa de aprender la historia no contada de nuestros ancestros, con el viento que dejaron los abuelos y que vive en cada pensamiento de esta amada tierra. Quien sabe cuidarlo es quien de verdad la quiera. Vengo para mirar de nuevo, para ver los sitios y despertar el ojo ciego, sin miedo, tú y yo. Descolonicemos lo que nos enseñaron, con nuestro pelo negro, con pómulos marcados, con el... Right now somewhere, he at the